Welcome back. In today's episode, we'll be tackling what happens when you're living your normal life and something comes down to forever change that. In the Golden Trance. Made in Mars. It all started when a bright light fell from the sky, landing somewhere far west of my house. Hours later, in the search for it, astronomers, biologists, technicians, police, and ambulance, even citizens, gathered around to see a huge hole in the ground. It wasn't expected since it was just a little light, but deep down inside, we saw what it was. It was a neon blue box, glowing brightly. An astronomer tried to pick it up, wearing special equipment, but the thing just burned his hands into absolute nothingness as soon as he touched it. This object was right away discovered to eat away at matter, to destroy matter. It kept eating away at the ground. Within a few hours, it was 7 miles down. We have to get this thing out of here. It will eat a hole going down to the core, and once in the center, gravity will make it stay in the center, and it will eat away at all Earth touching it. And Earth will simply be non-existent, a Russian astronomer said. No matter how hard they tried, there was nothing that would lift it out. It just ate a hole through whatever crane, hook, or truck trying to lift it out. It was a serious situation after a couple days. We only had a few hours left before it was too hot to reach down there with anything. But that's when we built the ultimate machine. We used a crane that was as thick as 8 feet to lift it into the machine. The machine worked as a rocket, but it was much more thicker all around. I would say like 20 feet in thickness all around. But I could be wrong. It was just enough to keep the object from burning through until they got outside of Earth's atmosphere, sending it off into space. It was later discovered that the object was created by the release of a special gas on Mars into the vacancy of space. This object was what created black holes in space, what caused a black hole right outside of Earth. The Earth would have lasted longer if we just left it to go to the core. I'm recording this in case this survives, to tell you that Earth was the most beautiful planet. It is too bad we had to evacuate it. Evacuate all technology, everything we had accomplished. I'm leaving you with this, as I am on my way to the new Earth with my wife Eve, and my kids who will marry us once we get there. We wanted to be married on the old Earth, but we couldn't. You're living on this new Earth. You just learned the lost history. Your evolution didn't take place on this planet. It took place on the last. Humans have been on this planet for years. My family and I had to kill the species that dominated this planet, Neanderthals, in order to reform human life here. This is how it all happened. You are living on an extraterrestrial planet. Never forget the old Earth. Never forget the Earth that had no wars, no violence, no religion, until the very end, when that damn black hole sucked your ancestors into, and every single piece of history with it. New Earth, old Earth, same people, or are they now different? Evolution and the survival of the fittest. As long as you get to breathe the next day, did you win? Or is it a defeat? A long, torturous one? All things to consider in the Golden Trance.